Good morning. I'm Constant Waterman. I live in Mystic, Connecticut, and I began writing for boating magazines, and this first book of mine is a collection of my journals, and it is illustrated by me and has boating stories and stories about falling out of canoes and chasing mermaids and all the things that watermen do. And when you get done reading that, I have my second book, and this is specific to southeastern Connecticut. It's a history and illustrations of famous and nearly famous landmarks in southern New London County and around the mouth of the Connecticut River. And I decided last year that I would begin writing children's books. And I chose for my protagonist Vincus the Invisible, who is a griffin, but he's a griffin who looks much like your teenage son, perhaps, with his wild hair and his skateboard. And he goes off on a quest to rescue a damsel in distress and fight with a wicked knight. And of course he has to stop along the way for about a year and make a huge batch, hundreds of quarts of maple, pistachio, birch beer, raspberry ripple, because that's what griffins eat. Everyone knows that. And he also has another mission, and that is to save the snails and to clean up the forest. And he's all into recycling and saving little animals. And from there, I went to my newly released book, if I can remember which way to hold it up. And there is Vincus again on the underside of the real world, where he has to fight with the Squidget and evil Queen Deadly Nightshade. And beyond that, he goes to visit with Queen Porchlock of the real world, who serves him lavender cookies and moonbeam tea, and she sends him off to planet Earth and to bring back Galump the horse, and they can continue cleaning up the endless forest. And after that, he goes and rescues the last endangered species in the real world, which is the dust bunnies. And if you're really good and you buy a copy, that's what you'll get. You'll get your very own bumper sticker. And right now I'm hard at work on the third story about Vincus the Griffin, and that's entitled Vincus the Griffin Flies Through the Ozone Layer, and he returns to planet Earth and tries to convince the leaders to clean up their act and stop polluting. Also at work completing the second installment of my Journals of Constant Waterman, but this one will be called Moonwind at Large, Moonwind being the name of my sailboat. And that should be out by the end of the year or early in the spring. More?
Your art.
The other thing I do is I produce postcards and note cards. I also have artwork in several local venues. I have work at the Mystic Art Center and at the Hygienic in New London and at Studio 33, and I'm going to be having one-man shows, and I will have prints and originals for sale. And the other place my work is hanging right now is at City Hall in New London. And I am doing farmers markets, and I'm doing craft shows, and I'm inflicting my smiling face on every editor and publisher and newspaper person and that I can get a hold of, including my friend Lisa here, who doesn't know any better. And how much more time have I got, my dear?
You're done.
I'm done. That's as much as you can take.
Give your website.
My website. Okay, my website is constantwaterman.com, and you can purchase my books and my cards. I have over 150 illustrations on my website right now, and if you want to talk to me, it's Matthew at constantwaterman.com. and I'd be glad to hear from you. Thank you.